everyone. Welcome back to Sip and Spin. My name is Skylar, and over here in a blue dress with some yellow on it is Brittany.
Hello! This is a variety podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing. Mostly nothing.
Today's going to be a whole lot of nothing.
Yes.
This is our shitpost week.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, this is basically what this is.
Yeah, welcome to the internet, as Bo Burnham once said. And that's what we're talking about.
We're doing internet today.
Which means, fuck if we know, but we're doing it.
Yep. Means we winged it 100%.
Yeah.
And we're here.
Yay.
And the drink this week was Brittany's choice. So, Brittany, what are we drinking?
We are drinking a cocktail that Richard and I made up many years ago. We call it Parrot Head Punch, Parrot Bay Punch. It's basically juice and rum and banana liqueur. I made these for my mom all on my recent vacation, and she called it the Nana Banana. So whatever you want to call it, that's what it is.
All right.
But it's basically just very tropical, fruity.
Cheers. It's good.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
It's very easy to drink.
Mm-hmm.
It could quickly be dangerous.
I can see that. I can see how that would get there.
I did make us doubles, so...
So we're going to be in for a treat.
We'll take it slow, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
See how this goes, because I feel like...
When have we ever taken it slow?
This will be interesting.
Last time we had like a true cocktail, or not even a cocktail. Last time we had like a drink like this, we fucked up a recording.
Yeah, we don't really do cocktails very much here, so
No.
taking a little risky risk.
And there's a reason why we don't. So we're gonna see.
We get white girl stupid.
Oh, those lemon drops.
Flashbacks.
Horror. The horror.
What flashbacks? I blacked out.
God, receiving that text of being like, we're gonna have to re-record that whole episode. I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's fun here. We're really fun.
We're so fun. It's such a fun time.
So fun, so fresh, so wild. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm fine.
Yeah. Work has been a little slow this week, but making it through. I did inventory last night, so I worked from like 5 to 11. And then I took Matt with me to the gas station because it was like 11:30 and I did not want to go by myself. So I stopped Matt in the parking lot. I was like, hey, Matt, will you go to the gas station with me? He was like, yeah, of course. And so he got in my car and we went to the gas station together.
Good call. Yeah. I don't like going to the gas station alone ever, especially at night.
Yeah, like, for some reason, it's always, like, I've had, like, 5 creepy experiences at gas stations. It's just weird. And one of them just happened, like, Saturday.
Mm.
So it, like, literally just happened, and I was like, hey, Matt. And he was like, I got you.
Yeah, they're just a hotbed for creepy interactions.
It's like, why do men... Why do men?
That's all you gotta say.
Because it's not a good idea. Because I think anyone, like, if you hit on someone at a gas station, you're automatically going to be perceived as a creep. Like, even if you're...
It's
like,
just not a romantic vibe.
No.
I have to pay for that gas I don't want to pay for, or I'm just needing food or a drink because I am dying. I don't want to talk to anyone. No chit-chat.
No, if I'm rolling up in, like, running shorts and a crop top with my hair up and my glasses on, I do not want to be talked to. It means I am only here because I have to be, not because I want to be.
Do not perceive me.
I don't exist at gas stations.
100%. Well, I guess we should just jump in because it feels like you have a lot.
I mean, it could go by pretty quickly.
Maybe. That's said. It's always with the new ones. I'm always unsure of how long they're going to drag out. So
it's just going to be one of those.
We should do it quick.
Things.
So I guess we'll just start.
Yeah.
So yeah, the topic was internet, and basically we didn't have much direction, but I think when we pitched it, we were like, oh, like, am I the asshole? It's like Reddit, or just stuff that's predominantly internet. Whereas our random category, it can be anything. I think they are different, although I will argue that they are a little similar, but it's not a cop-out. We just didn't know what else to do for 2 empty spaces. So I bring you internet.
It's my chance to be the commentary YouTuber I always wanted to be.
yeah. And so I do have, most of my section is going to be, am I the assholes? But for my first little bit, I didn't want to do just all that, just in case, like, you did it too, which you did. So I just want to have something a little different. And I wanted to talk about a really popular current meme going around on the internet.
Okay.
It's the one with the girl in the tank top pointing, and she's, like, yelling in a guy's ear in the white shirt, and he, like, doesn't look interested at all. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
Okay, let me hop over to Twitter really quick so I can show you.
Yeah, I've not seen that meme.
Okay, well, it's all over mine, and I think it's just because my Twitter is very, like, fandom heavy. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the fandoms that I'm in are using it currently. So it's this one.
Oh.
And then everyone just always makes a comment about, like, something like they would explain with gusto to someone. And so it's just, like, I get it in a lot of my Dragon Age stuff. I get it in a lot of Sim stuff, a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff. People are, like, just, like, I see it a lot with the one scene in Two Towers where Viggo Mortensen kicks the helmet and he's like, and he actually broke his toe, like, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I see it a lot on that. And so
That's
it's just
cool.
Everywhere.
That's a good meme.
It's, like, it's really fun and relatable because I, too, like I said, would, like, talk someone's ear off about anything I'm passionate about.
Get me fucking started on the Raven cycle.
Right? Like, it's stuff like that. It's just, like, being enthusiastic. But also in the height of it, I saw some people, like, saw some discontent about the meme where people were kind of putting other people enjoying the meme down in a way that was like, yeah, so anyway, there's this meme of a girl that people really like to make fun of her, blah, blah, blah. And they were trying to, like, bring down the fun and making it seem mean-spirited. But I never got that people were making fun of the girl in the meme.
That's the internet for you.
Exactly.
It's literally that Tumblr post that's like, people's reading comprehension skills are piss poor. And then it's like, how dare you say we piss on the poor?
Yeah, and, like, I'm sure some people did take it to, like, be mean and, like, belittle the people in it. But I just took it as, like, and all I've ever seen is, like, hey, I love something, I'm gonna talk to you about it. So whatever.
But there have been a lot of those memes. Like, there's that girl from the Vine. What's her name? It's, like, Queen with a W, like Kween, Queen Blackwell. But it's, like, the older woman is, like, laying back on the couch like this with the blanket, and she's like screaming and crying and pointing. Yes. And then there's the one with the cat making the face with the two girls, like.
I know, that's still one of my favorites.
I have that. Okay, me and Bree, who used to work with us, or she still works there, but we do not. We have matching shirts, Christmas shirts. So it's like these black long sleeve shirts, and it's got like a frame that's like red and green and white and like kind of Christmassy, and mine has the cat on it and hers is the two screaming girls on it, and I'm like, yes,
love that. Very cute, very festive. But yeah, so I don't know why people took this meme in particular to be like, oh, we shouldn't make fun of meme. You need to calm down.
She's
Cat's gone crazy.
She has gone crazy because the fly's not even over there.
Yeah, it's over here, cat. Oh my gosh.
Mochi's losing it.
She has saucer eyes. Everyone look out.
It's happening. So we may want to give you a heads up for random cat noises in the background. And I think we all just need to get through it together.
I mean, that's always a possibility on this show, let's be honest. Animal noises in the background that's my life. We record at my house. It's what we have to live with. But especially now, because there is a fly in this room, and she is not having it.
Yeah, she's losing her shit. But it'll be okay.
It's fine.
What is the internet without cats?
Yeah, right? It fits totally into the topic, and she just laughed. Okay, good.
It's like, thank God.
She's like, oh, you're talking about me? I gotta bounce. So yeah, anyways, I don't know why people took it to be, like, internet warriors with this specific meme and be like, oh, we shouldn't use... Essentially, they're like, if you're gonna make this point, the point should be, we shouldn't use any memes then, because all of them are usually based on real people. Mm-hmm. It's like, whatever. So anyways, in the interest of, like, doing some digging, I wanted to see if I could find out the background of this meme, because you never really think about the background of a meme, you know? Sometimes when you see it, you're like, funny, blah, blah, blah. So I found it. The context of the meme, and we'll post something with it just if no one else knows what it is, like Skylar. But they happen to be a couple in the background of someone else's nightclub photo in Argentina in 2019. They are currently no longer a couple anymore. But the woman is Denise Sanchez, and she told Know Your Meme, which is like an internet site that does like memes, obviously, that she, quote, wasn't really yelling so much as she was just singing to her boyfriend because they were at a club, like a festival type thing. And then the meme became really popular in Spanish-speaking meme circles in 2019, and it only recently, like just this past couple of weeks, crossed over to the English. So it's like got a resurgence, but it's apparently an old meme, which is also something you never really think about, like foreign memes and stuff like that. But when it first started in 2019, she had a really positive reaction to being a meme. She thought it was really funny and basically became internet famous. She got a lot of followers on Instagram, Twitter, etc. Like, it did not hurt her feelings at all. But, of course, because it is the internet, with that, you also have to have the bad with the good, and some people did try to play her off as the, quote, like, toxic girlfriend when they saw the meme, you know, like, she's yelling at this guy, but again, she was just singing. But basically, to that point, she just says, it's funny to see how people draw conclusions from a photo and think that they know a lot about how you are. And that was really all she had to say about it. So she clearly has a good attitude, like, concerning it as a whole. And then when asked about how she felt of it coming back to fame in a language that she is not a part of, because she does not speak English, she said, quote, I honestly had no idea that the meme resurfaced again, and I never realized the huge number of people who saw it. It makes me laugh a lot when everyone is surprised that it's me. She's since, like, dyed her hair black, so it's even harder to recognize her, but yes, it's her. And that is all I have to say. So, like, the people who are like, don't use this meme because it's making fun of this girl, she doesn't give a shit. Like, she's fine, it's funny, and you can follow her if it makes you feel better about using her meme at Denise Sanchez 77 on Twitter and Instagram.
Cool.
And I like that meme a lot. It's funny to me because I relate to it.
Yeah, because I've definitely used, like, anything that it's, like, one person, like, yelling passionately while the other person is just staring.
Yeah.
I use it all the time. Like, just
I'm like,
to talk
this
about
is
anything.
my life. Memes are fun. Don't be a party pooper, and then don't be mean-spirited if you're making a meme. You know, that's all I have to say about that. The rest I have is Am I the Assholes? And I have read all these, so I know Skylar has some too, but where hers are blind reads.
Yes.
I picked these out specifically.
I just picked them out based on title. Like, I just picked mine, and I was like, read the title. I was like, okay, we're going to do that one.
Okay, so I have the first one, and I have a lot of thoughts about the first one. Am I the asshole for yelling at my wife for drinking?
Hold on.
Oh, did you have this one?
That's my second one. Let me delete that real quick.
Sorry.
But yes, I did have that one on my list.
Yeah, I'm glad you don't know about it then. I'm glad you did cold reads, because maybe ours will interlap more than once. Okay, so I, 28 male, am a recovering alcoholic. My father was an alcoholic when I was a child, and I guess I caught it from him. I've been sober for about a year now, and I attended this recovery group once a week that is held by the Mormon Church. I've been gaining an interest in their beliefs.
That's a red flag, by the way.
Yeah, we're going to talk about all that. I've been gaining an interest in their beliefs and have been considering conversion, but that's another conversation. My wife, 26 female, went out with her friends this weekend, and I found out from her friend's Instagram post that she had been drinking. She had a glass of wine in the photo, but she didn't appear drunk when she got home. I saw the post today, and I'm going to be honest, I freaked out. She has been so helpful and supportive during my recovery, and I can't believe she would do this to me. I confronted her as soon as I saw it, and she told me that because she wasn't drinking around me, it wasn't an issue. I told her that when we got married, we promised to support each other through everything, and this wasn't being supportive and a direct violation of our vows. She told me to get over myself, and I lost it and told her that she was a bad wife, and that she wasn't committed to us in our relationship. We've been together for 4 years, married for 1. I told her that if she was pregnant, I wouldn't eat all the food she couldn't eat to be supportive, and she told me that she wouldn't expect that from me, so that I can't expect her to be sober and that I was being an asshole. After that, I just left and contacted the group leader from my recovery group, and he let me chill at his house while I cooled down. Am I the asshole?
Yes, you're the fucking asshole.
Yeah, god damn.
See, when I read it, I was like, this could go one of two ways. And that was the one way. And then the other way that would have made him not the asshole is if she had, like, a lot of alcohol in the house. Like,
And even then, that's something you have to discuss
yeah,
together.
like, don't yell at her.
And that's something that you take into account when you become a couple and you see if it's going to work out for the both of you. But you don't get to be a recovering alcoholic, see a photo of her with alcohol from past tense and flip out. No. That's not how that works.
Because, like, especially being only a year into his recovery, I would understand, like, if she had alcohol in the house and was, like drinking alcohol. Yeah, I understand that. But for her going out with her friends and you not being there.
Yeah.
You have no right to yell at her.
No.
About it. So, yes, you're the asshole. Congratulations. Fuck you and your Mormon church.
Everyone agreed this guy was a fucking asshole. Like, it's a ridiculous question. It's not even up for debate, really, at this point. And, again, like, the Mormon church aspect, like Skylar said, it's a red flag.
Red flag.
Especially that he felt also the need to bring it up and the need to be like, oh, I'm thinking of converting. Red flag. So, anyways, that one was fun.
Yeah, definitely the asshole. Congrats. We need, like, a gavel.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're the asshole.
So then we had, like, the clipboard.
Oh, it's right here. Warning for headphone users. Congratulations, you're the asshole.
Next! Now, this one I thought was interesting. Am I the asshole for calling out my adoptive parents for not helping me with college tuition when they did help their bio kids?
Okay, I saw that title. I didn't pick that one.
Okay.
So...
I'm 17 and the youngest in the family. I was adopted at the age of 4. My biological mom was best friends with my adopted mom, and she adopted me after my bio mom passed away. Any references to parents below refers to the adoptive parents. I have 3 older siblings. My parents covered their college tuition in full and then covered law and medical school for 2 of them as well. The other sibling didn't go to grad school. They also gave them a stipend to cover living expenses. I talked to my parents about college and what help I can expect, and surprisingly, they told me there won't be any help because they don't have money left after they've paid for my siblings. I wasn't expecting a similar level of support, but I was expecting some kind of help. My mom told me that my bio mom didn't leave money for my college, so I'll be on my own. So I asked if this is really about money or if this is about me being adopted and not their real son. They were offended but reassured me that they genuinely can't afford it after they've purchased a condo for my sister earlier this year, and it takes a few years for their finances to recover, so it's just my bad luck that this has coincided with me going to college and there's nothing they can do now. I called them out and told them that I'm not buying the explanation at all, and they wouldn't be doing this to me if I was their biological child. My dad reminded me that I'm acting in an entitled way and should instead learn that we don't always get what we want. He told me that most parents can't fund their children's college tuition, and I'm acting like I'm entitled to a tuition-free college when I'm not. But my point has been about being treated unfairly compared to my siblings. In the end, they told me that they don't really need my permission or approval to support any of their kids, and I just need to accept that this is their decision. I said in that case, they also need to accept that I believe I'm being treated differently because I'm adopted, and their answers have not been convincing. They told me I'm being an entitled brat. Now I fear that I may have overstepped, and indeed, maybe I am being an asshole.
I don't think you're being the asshole.
I don't either.
Okay. I do get where, like, the statement the dad said about, like, not everyone, parents can't afford to send their kids to college, which is true. A lot of parents can't do that. But if they can afford to buy a condo for the older sister, then they could have saved that money, because obviously it seems like they've all graduated from school, so they should have jobs now, and they should be buying their own condos. And it's also, I feel bad for this kid when he said that he wasn't expected to be treated exactly the same as them, and it's like, no, you should. You were adopted when you were 4.
I was about to say, and they've had this kid since he was 4.
4.
They should have been thinking, hey,
yeah,
maybe he wants to go to college just like all of his siblings. Like, they had ample opportunity to save, and they just chose not to, is what I think.
They chose not to.
And I also think it's sketchy that they claimed that he got nothing left from his parents, because he would have had to have gotten Social Security from his parents. His mom, even if there was no dad. When his mom died, something should have came from that, and
So
I'm not saying the adopted parents stole it and used it, but
yeah, because like it literally what
seems a
happened
little
to her
sketch.
social security check, because he should have gotten it being 4 years old, like he should have gotten the social
yeah,
security check.
they maybe had to withhold it till he was, of age, but
Yeah,
they should, like, normal people would put that to that kid's tuition.
yeah.
Seems a little weird to me.
And if he was already expecting to not be treated, like when he said, like, I wasn't expecting to be treated exactly the same, so it's obvious that they've been treating him differently his entire life. And that sucks. You are not the asshole.
No, it seems like a very shitty situation, honestly, and they just kept saying that the OP sound was being entitled, and I'm like, that's not what being entitled. That's just wanting to be treated fairly, like everyone else that you live with. So it just seems sad.
Yeah, I feel bad. That sucks. Congratulations, you're not the asshole, but also not congratulations.
It kind of sucks.
That's a shitty situation, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. And this one I just thought was funny. Am I the asshole for making my mother-in-law believe I was having an affair?
I think I saw that one too. I can't
Did
remember
you?
if I picked that one or not. Yeah, no. So I did not pick that one, but I saw that one and I was like, this one is interesting.
Okay, so I, 27 female, and my husband, 26 male, are big gaming addicts. Our parents hate that we played games, and we have gotten multiple fights as children and adults over our hobby. It is a sore subject in our family, and we have opted to lie and say we are outside if anyone asks what we are doing. We both work from home, and right after work, we proceed to play games until midnight. None of us like leaving the house, so we are practically next to each other 95% of the time. There is no humanly possible way for either of us to cheat on one or another. I am currently pregnant, and this has caused our in-laws to visit frequently. Due to this increase in visits, we have reduced much of our gaming time for the better health of the baby, and so they do not see us gaming. We have gotten in arguments about how our hobbies are, quote, unacceptable, childish, and that we needed to change. Sundays...
This is already pissing me off
Yeah.
just about this, because they are grown-ass adults with jobs and a house and a baby on the way. So obviously they're responsible people.
Let
and
them
they can
have
do
their hobbies.
They can do whatever the fuck they want in their free time.
It's just people hating on gaming. It's such a
It's
weird
so stupid.
thing that people
Honestly,
do. I don't
like,
understand it.
It's so stupid.
I know. That part is just
And I can
silly.
understand it with, like, parents and, like, a 7-year-old. Like, you want your 7-year-old to, like, go out and, like, play outside. My mom, like, we would go outside and play, but, like, when it got dark outside, we were allowed to, like, play video games, or, like, we had, like, a Nintendo. Like, it was stuff that, like, she didn't want us doing all of the time, obviously. Like, but if we got our schoolwork done, we played for a little bit. We were fine to do that. And especially if you're a grown-ass adult with your
if
own...
you're in your late 20s, go off.
You both... Sometimes, when I come home from work, all I want to do is play Stardew Valley on my Switch.
Yeah, truly.
And I am allowed to do that.
It's relaxing, people. So yeah, anyways, it's already silly.
But yeah, that pisses me off.
Oh yeah, that's just... it's a toxic mother-in-law, it feels like. Truly, because it gets worse. Sundays are known to everyone as the, quote, unavailable day. We always say we are on a date or something, but in reality, we are at home getting our weekly gaming quota covered. My husband went to a gaming cafe with friends visiting, and I stayed home last Sunday. Mother-in-law decided later to call me in the middle of a match, and I suppose I was acting very suspicious because I wanted to end the conversation ASAP. She asked what I was doing, and I replied automatically without thinking that I was on a date with my husband. According to my husband, she then later called him, and he said that he was at a bar with friends. Mother-in-law decided to visit my house, which, by the way, just, you show up at my house? No. Mother-in-law decided to visit my house, where I was undoubtedly in the middle of another game. I avoided any phone calls and pretended to not hear the knocking until my match was over, about 20 minutes or so. Afterwards, I answered the door and pretended that I was sleeping, which is why I wasn't answering the phone or the door. Mother-in-law exploded at me, calling me a cheater, and that the child I was pregnant with was not her son's, because otherwise, why would I not answer the door? The idea...
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous. The idea that I would cheat, and that it would even be possible to cheat on my partner, was so hilarious to me that I burst out laughing, which angered my mother-in-law even more. She continued to berate me while I just smiled, sitting there thinking how ridiculous all this was. When my husband came home, she berated me in front of him about how I was cheating on him. My husband was visibly confused the whole time and confirmed with his mother that there was no possible way for me to cheat on him. He explained how we are together practically every moment of the day, and when mother-in-law saw he was not getting on her side, proceeded to get mad at me for leading her on. She called me an asshole for pretending to have an affair and never correcting her before she told other people. Although I never clarified that I wasn't cheating, I do think that it was not her place to come unannounced and proclaim that I am a cheater. Am I the asshole?
No.
Absolutely not. That's just a bad mother-in-law, I gotta say.
And also, she didn't even pretend she was having an affair. The mother-in-law just assumed...
Jumped to a conclusion.
Yeah, just assumed she was.
Just, oh my god, it's so silly. Also, please cut that mother-in-law out of your life.
Yeah, for real.
Because, nobody got time for that. You just need to game to your little heart's content. Don't stress out your baby. Oh my god, I just can't. People astound me every day. I have one more. Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole if I remove the only furnishing my husband has ever added to our home? What?
Is it like in Stardew Valley when one of the spouses puts an ugly-ass decoration in your house and then you feel bad because you don't want to take it out, but I typically take it out.
I do it.
I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Not the asshole.
Because I do the same thing.
When my husband and I got married, he moved in with me. I already had a large paid-off house, and he was living in a basement. I want to clarify that I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He's been out of high school for a few years, and he has a good job programming. I work pretty much all day outside, and sometimes he helps out with that. He doesn't make any messes that I have to clean up, and he has a man cave room that's all his that he keeps fairly clean. I really want him to feel at home in the house. After all, I did invite him to live with me. But he brought a chair that is horribly ugly. I absolutely hate it. It's literally the only decoration and furniture he's ever added outside of his man cave room. Would it be wrong to get rid of this horrifically ugly chair? I tried buying a matching one and putting them together at the table, but God, I still hate it. I hate both of them. Any advice would be much appreciated. You're thinking very hard.
Get rid of him.
Him? The husband?
No, the chairs.
Well, they probably did, because this was from the Stardew Valley Reddit.
Oh.
It's about Sebastian.
I almost was like, this is like, because Sebastian always puts that stupid chair. It's the crystal chair, isn't it? It's the crystal chair.
In his parents' basement.
Well, she just said, oh, basement. I was like, this is really like Sebastian.
It is. When I was looking, I stumbled upon an article on Nintendo Life where someone made, a blog post or whatever talking about people keep making Stardew Valley themed fake Am I the Assholes, and I keep falling for it. So they, went through all these ones they keep falling for, but people are just, describing things that happen in Stardew Valley, and it's so funny. So I ran through a few of them, and I found the one that was maybe the most, realistic that I could tweak a little.
Yeah.
To see if I could play it out.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. Some of them were people who are, about how you, will go to hug your spouse or something, and then you accidentally hit them with your sword. So people think it's, domestic abuse, and then the people in the comments are like, this is literally Stardew Valley.
Well, because I said that at the beginning. I was like, this is Stardew Valley.
So it's funny. There's a lot of them on the Stardew Valley Reddit, and I'm like, people are fun. I love that.
That is so funny. I love that a lot. Yes, here for it.
So that's all. I didn't know how many or how little to do, so that's all I have.
Alrighty. Well, I no longer have 11. I have 10.
I took you down one.
Are you ready for this one?
I guess.
Because just based off the title, I was like, I think I'm going to be mad. I think I'm going to be mad.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for encouraging my girlfriend to lose weight?
Yes, next. You're the asshole.
Yep. Congratulations, you're the asshole. I'm 27 years old and have a girlfriend of 6 years who I live with. When we first got together, she had an athletic body. That all changed the past couple years when she got promoted and started working longer hours. She started smoking weed every night, claiming that it helped her relax after a hard day's work. She's about 19 pounds heavier than when...
Shut the fuck up. I'm so done already. Okay, go on. I'm gonna get a drink.
She's about 19 pounds heavier than when we first met, and on her 5'2" frame, it definitely shows.
Oh my god.
After ignoring my subtle hints for the last year, I finally set her down last month and said enough is enough. She needs to make an effort to get healthy. She agreed that and asked me to help since I'm in great shape myself. I did everything to support her in losing weight. I paid for an expensive supplement program. I woke up early in the morning and prepared her healthy lunches she could take to work. And when she got home from work, I had a healthy dinner prepared on the table. I added her to my gym plan and even bought her a road bicycle. Today I borrowed her car and found fast food wrappers everywhere along with receipts of recent purchases. This led me to check our joint bank account and I saw she's been picking up fast food every day since we had that discussion about her getting healthy. Not only that, she was also buying fast food during work, suggesting that she's been throwing away all the meals I have prepared. This really pissed me off. I confronted her and she started crying and took accountability for her lack of discipline. I hate the way he's phrased everything in this. I hate the way everything in this is phrased.
It's giving me the ick.
I was telling my girlfriend's sister about this ordeal and she said I was being controlling and an asshole. Correct.
Good sister.
Correct, you are. But from my perspective, I simply want her to be healthy. I think I went above and beyond in my approach and how I dealt with this, being 5'2" and gaining 19 pounds of fat rapidly, and she's only getting heavier. She's setting herself up for heart disease, diabetes, and could cause issues to her knees. Also, we don't even have kids yet, so to be gaining this type of weight so rapidly is definitely concerning to me for her health.
Is he done?
He's done.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you're the fucking asshole.
You don't want her to be healthy. You're just not attracted to her anymore, and because you're an asshole.
Yes.
And you're just worried about how it makes you look. You're the asshole.
No, you're the asshole.
What were you giving her for lunch? Asshole. Like 2 carrots? Probably. Because you don't understand. I don't know. Did it say it was a male? Did it say M or F?
Mm-mm.
Well, if you are a male, then you probably don't understand that dieting and working out does not work the same for female bodies as it does to masculine bodies. Like
it doesn't.
Completely different.
Yeah, no. Fucking asshole. Dickhead.
No. And the way you speak down doesn't help either, so I'm sure that really didn't make her want to binge out.
Like, just from the way you typed and everything, like, you don't have a good mentality towards your girlfriend. You don't have respect for her.
No. You have a very skewed outlook on body image. Mm-hmm. Clearly. Ugh, gross. Ick.
Yeah, no. Asshole. Next. And this is the next one. Once again, I'm doing cold reads. Am I the asshole for asking the mother of a crying child to leave the building?
Interesting. Could go either way.
This could go either way. One of my good friends from college got married yesterday. It was a medium-sized wedding of about 75 to 85 people, half of us being good friends from college or high school, and the other half being family. The ceremony was held in a teeny tiny little church. It was essentially one big room, a storage closet, and some bathrooms. During the ceremony, a baby toddler, maybe 2 years old, started crying and didn't stop. Now I know kids cry and there's not really much you can do about it sometimes, but in such a small space it was quite loud and definitely an interruption to the ceremony. I saw most guests doing their best to ignore it, but my friend, the bride, looked a little bit distracted and I could tell a little annoyed. The crying baby and mother were sitting just in front of me, so I tapped the mom on the shoulder and whispered to her that she might want to take him outside until he calmed down. She said no, that she wanted to watch the wedding. My exact words, which may have been a bit asshole-ish, I guess, A-H-ish, asshole-ish, were, so do we, but it's hard with all the crying. She huffed and ignored me, but when her son still hadn't stopped 5 minutes later, she actually did take him outside. At the reception, I caught her glaring at me, and I overheard her gossiping about how dare I make her miss her cousin's wedding, and some people just hate children. I don't hate children, and I didn't know she was the bride's cousin, but I don't think that matters. I felt she was being disrespectful, and my friend looked relieved when the crying stopped. I can't help but be bothered by the comments, though, and have been second-guessing myself. She is family, and maybe it just wasn't my place to say something. Did I do the right thing, or was I the asshole?
I don't think you're the asshole.
I don't think so either.
Weddings are about the bride. If the bride looked pissed, get that kid out of there.
Yep, I agree with that.
End End of subject.
Yeah, if the bride looked distracted and annoyed by it, then you had...
Someone better act.
Yeah, someone better do something.
Otherwise, she will hate her wedding forever. It will haunt her. Yeah, no, I don't think the asshole at all. Cousin or not, you got a crying baby, get out at my wedding.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a small building, like, yeah.
Maybe if it was, like, outside, it wouldn't have been that bad, but even still.
I'd still probably be annoyed if I was bride. So...
This is why, if I ever get married, no kids. Sorry. Not sorry.
Okay.
Because I do know a lot of people do that, like... Because I think I've seen on Am I the Asshole, like, other people doing it. They'll be like, am I the asshole for saying that I didn't want to have kids at my wedding, and then, like, my sister got mad or whatever because she couldn't bring her kids? And I'm like, no, you're not the asshole.
It's your wedding.
Yeah.
You're paying for it. You can do what the fuck you want.
A lot of these are wedding related.
Nice.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to take off my necklace for my sister's wedding?
Okay.
So this is a throwaway account. My 25 female sister, Cindy, fake name, 29 female, is getting married in 3 months, and she asked me to be her maid of honor. Of course I said yes. Cindy and I have always been fairly close. We definitely have our issues, but nothing too serious. I have a small cross necklace that my grandpa gave me when I was 13. I wear it 24/7 unless I'm taking a shower or going swimming. I wear the necklace for sentimental and religious reasons. Needless to say, it's extremely important to me. A few days ago, Cindy and I were going dress shopping together. Cindy's 5 other bridesmaids were also there. While I was trying on one of the dresses, Cindy made a comment about my necklace. She told me that I'll have to take my necklace off during her wedding because it clashes with the dress and the theme. I told her that, while I understand it's her wedding, I will have to refuse her request. She knows how important my necklace is to me and that I almost never take it off. Cindy started to get upset and kept insisting that I take off my stupid necklace for one day. I was getting frustrated and I told her that my decision was final. She was pissed. She told me that if some piece of gaudy jewelry was so important that I'm no longer welcome in her wedding. I started to get emotional, so I quickly changed out of the dress and left the shop. All of the bridesmaids are on Cindy's side. They said that I'm being uptight and what Cindy wants should be my top priority. Am I the asshole?
A little bit asshole.
I think it could go. I think it's both.
I think it'd be one thing if you literally never took it off, but you did say that you, like, there are times you do take it off. I don't see why you couldn't have taken it off for, like, the ceremony or for pictures.
Just the ceremony, even. Like, you can put it back on during the reception.
Just for, like, a little bit. Like, that would have been one thing. So I don't see why you couldn't have done that. And then that would have been fine. Like, compromise, I feel like, needed to happen on both parts. And then also, if you're going to invite someone to be your wedding, or be in your wedding like that, and, like, I mean, you could be a little lenient, or maybe pick a dress that they could tuck it in. Like, there are workarounds on both sides, I feel like, that it just compromise needed to happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You're both a little asshole.
Yeah, both a little asshole-ish. What's the judgment on that? What is everybody sucks?
Something like that. Sucks all around.
Alrighty. Next one. Am I the asshole for getting my roommate's girlfriend's car towed?
Probably, but we'll see.
Me and my roommate, both 20 male, have been living in a converted home that has 5 units and 10 parking spots. 2 are allotted per unit unmarked, with a parking lot close by to be used as our overflow and guest parking. My roommate's girlfriend comes down every other weekend or so and parks her car to take up 2 spots because she parks horizontally.
Oh.
Okay, you might not be the asshole.
Yeah, okay. Things changed.
She might be the asshole. While there are no lines, there is space where 2 cars usually park that she takes. I work fairly late, getting off around midnight to come home, often to no spots being open for me, and I have to park down the hill and walk 5 minutes just to get into my own apartment. Meanwhile, both my roommate and his GF camp their car right by the door. After 2 weekends back-to-back of this, so I asked if she or him could park down there, to him saying his 4'11" petite girlfriend got harassed the first night she came down walking to the place. Okay. I see where that could be an issue.
I also see a workaround for that, but go on.
Yes, like him
he
parking.
Can go. He can park, or he can go walk her up.
Yeah,
like a gentleman.
Yeah, okay. There are workarounds to that.
As someone who has lived in an apartment complex with limited parking, I definitely have thoughts on this. So
The rent for this place is $4.75, not safest area, and the parking lot gets broken into a lot. To be fair, it has. And the car is the only thing she owns. She kind of just bed hops, no place of her own. I asked if she could park vertically, and she said she doesn't like backing down the steep driveway. The parking lot layout essentially makes you do that, and the trees block the view, making it a little dangerous to inexperienced drivers. Fair, but then again, parallel park.
Yeah, I'm very confused about the horizontal versus the vertical. If she's taking up 2 spots, like, you can't do that.
Yeah, like, that's not cool.
That's why she got towed, I'm assuming. So, yeah, anyways.
Because, like, I get why, because, like, I don't like parking in your driveway and backing out of it because it's a pretty busy road. So, I parallel park.
And again, I say,
next to your driveway.
Her boyfriend could be nice and either back her car in for her or get her, like... Yeah. He could step up if he wants his girlfriend there in the apartment that you share with someone. Like, yes. This seems silly. Like, if this was my roommate, I would be pissed now that I hear the story. Yeah. If you just did it for hoots and giggles, like, no, you're an asshole. But no, this, I would be pissed too.
Yeah.
Also, she needs a better boyfriend.
I would also probably tow the car. Yeah, and dump his ass.
Yeah.
My portal to pay rent has a problem report where you put in maintenance request or noise complaints. After a bad day at work just to end up parking in overflow, I discovered she came down and was planning on staying a week. I sneakily put her model and plate number saying she wasn't a resident. After a couple days of no response, the landlord sent out a text saying no guest car should be parking in the front or behind the building and they need to move. He says it should be fine and she is leaving Sunday morning. It was Thursday when the text was sent and I put in the request on Monday. Well, the next day, a follow-up text went out saying that, again, no guests should be parking near the building, and parking will be checked that day, to which they move the car and bring it back up after they check. I text the landlord the car is back, and I just get back, it will be taken care of. In the lease, it says that improper parking violations may result in fines and or towing, which I thought would be a fine as the end result, but the next day, me and my boyfriend heard some noise outside and saw the car getting towed. Oh, just introducing a new character. I was like, wait, where did the other boyfriend come in? I was like, whose boyfriend?
They follow the rules, apparently.
Yeah, apparently the other roommate's boyfriend isn't parking and taking up 2 spots. Yeah. So he didn't get mentioned until just now. This was followed by a text 20 minutes later stating this parking situation has been taken care of and whoever's guest car it was needs to contact them for further information. My roommate and his GF pull up from their lunch to see her car missing. He texts the landlord and ends up getting a $50 fine, and it ends up being over $200 to get the car back. She definitely doesn't have. I confessed to my boyfriend that I reported the car. He didn't side with them, but he did say it was kind of dramatic. I mean, I think it's fair.
Yeah, I think it's fair. And honestly, kind of kudos to your landlord for actually stepping up and towing the car. Because the places I've lived, they'd have been like, we'll take care of it, and then they never would have. So, I mean, hey.
Yeah, I don't think it's dramatic. I think it's actually very fair. It's a fair punishment.
Not dramatic, and maybe not the cool thing to do, but it was the legal thing to do. So you're not in the wrong legally. Like, they weren't supposed to park there, and they definitely shouldn't have taken up 2 spots. That's the thing that pisses me off. And
it's the 2 spots.
I would have brought it up multiple times to the point where I would have been the bitchy roommate, and I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, because when you're taking up 2 spots, that's not cool.
No. I mean it's hard enough being a roommate.
We used to make fun of one of my classmates in high school because every time he would park, there were, a limited number of spaces on the side of the building. And he would take up 2 spaces every time he parked because he didn't know how. Now, he wasn't parking horizontally. He just couldn't stay in between the fucking lines.
Did you guys not have assigned parking?
No.
So we had our own parking spots.
Yeah, no, we didn't have assigned parking. We just had, you could go, but it was pretty much one of those things that everyone knew where everyone kind of parked. I mean, we weren't a very big high school, so it was one group of people parked on the side closer to the gym, one group of people parked on the side close to the auditorium, and then some people parked up front, and then over in the parking lot, or just right across the road. And it was typically choir theater kids would park on the side closest to the auditorium because they would typically have band practice, play practice, something. And then athletes would park on the side close to the gym because they would have practice and stuff. So it was just kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he would take up 2 spots because he didn't know how to park. And so every day, if he messed up his parking, we would make fun of him.
Yeah, in high school, it's all fun and games, but in real life, especially in an apartment complex.
Yeah, no, not cool.
Yeah, no, I've lived that life. I would tow someone.
Yeah, you're not the asshole. And I also don't think you were dramatic. I think you're fine.
No, yeah.
But at least you didn't decide. What did you do to your arm?
Okay, listen. I got blackout in Myrtle Beach.
I just see this giant bruise. I didn't even notice your elbow. Oh my god.
My knees are bruised too.
Brittany.
You weren't supposed to find out. So I went to a dueling piano bar. Dueling piano bar.
So you would fight people?
No, they would like fight. You fight with songs and like tips and music. I've been to one in Nashville.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
I was picturing like sword duels.
No. Pianos, music. It was musical, and
like played with piano music in the background while 2 people are like jousting.
No, you fight with like the other patrons to tip more money to like get your song played and stuff like that. And some of them knew songs and some of them didn't or whatever, and so like you could request whatever you wanted, and like the bigger the tip, the more likely your song would get played, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And so it was a lot of fun, and I went with Richard, my sister, her husband, and my mom. And my mom was paying the bar tab, right? Mom went crazy. Like there were Jello shots involved in a syringe, and I got real lit. Blacked out as soon as I stood up to leave. Don't remember anything. I just remember waking up with all of this. Richard woke up with a gash bleeding in his head. He thought he had a concussion and we thought we were going to have to go to the hospital. But neither of us know what happened, and we're both just really too scared to ask anyone.
Oh my god.
I woke up also the next morning with one of my sister's earrings in my hair. We had a fun night.
I love that for you.
It was, yeah, it was what it was.
How bad did your head hurt the next day?
I was actually pretty okay.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I switched to, they had $5 Tito's. So I switched, like, I did, like, a fun, like, big drink just for the hell of it, and, like, a couple of the Jello shooters. But then I just did, vodka Sprites. The rest of the night.
Yeah, those will get you pretty fucked up, but they'll leave you feeling fine the next day.
Vodka Sprites and water, and I was good. I just blacked out because I black out very easily. It actually doesn't take a lot to make me black out. I'm also really bad if I sit and then I stand up. It just all hits me at once.
Yeah, that's
why
my
biggest problem, yeah.
At the bar on Saturday when Megan was like, do you want to sit down? And I was like, no, because, like,
yeah,
I was the driver, so I needed to judge where I was and then make sure that, like, when it hit, like, 1 o'clock that I was switching to water, and so that way I could, you know, when we're gonna leave at 3 in the morning, I have 2 hours to, like, drink water and sober up before we get in the car, and then, like, judge, because then I can also judge how drunk I am and how long it will take to not be drunk.
Yeah, my biggest kryptonite is to stand up.
Yeah.
After many hours.
That's why I stay standing when I'm drinking, because then you always know.
But I felt fine the next day. I was just very sore, and I thought Richard was going to have to go to the hospital. Still don't know how he busted his head, but
Also, not encouraging drunk driving, what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely don't want to, like, encourage drunk driving. That's not what I'm encouraging. But going out and having a couple drinks and then stop drinking, drink water, sober up for a couple hours before.
Know your limits.
Yeah, know your limits.
Essentially.
Pace yourself, and then make sure you stop at a good time to give yourself time to...
Yeah, I wasn't buying and or driving, so I just didn't pay attention to anything.
Which is fine. It's like, I was with Megan and Landon. They weren't driving, so they got fucking lit. I'm telling you, they had so much fun.
Anyway.
And we're back. Am I the asshole for reporting my coworker and getting him fired?
Depends.
It depends. I work in a restaurant and I have a coworker named Harry. He's been a good guy who I've had a great friendship with since I've been working there, but he's kind of a dick.
Okay.
Right. Cool. He's always complaining about the customers. He complained because one of the customers had a wheelchair and said if he's disabled, he shouldn't eat here. Okay, you're not the asshole.
Yeah, not a good look, Harry.
Yeah, Harry. You're the asshole. And some of the people laughed. My boss even chuckled. Ew.
Quit your job.
Quit your job. Get a new job. Get a better job. There was a woman who came in 2 nights ago and who ordered some food, and she dined in and didn't tip Harry. He waited until she went to the bathroom and stole her wallet and
no,
took and took $100 out and tried to take her credit cards.
Okay, so Harry's a criminal.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Call the police.
I'm already gonna go ahead and say you're not the asshole,
but you need a goddamn better job.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I agree that people should tip, but if they don't,
you can't force them.
You can't steal from them. Because, the only thing I've seen with, that, and that I think is very fair, is, if you're at a bar and you have a tab open and you don't tab out, would they tab you out at the end of the night? And they just put a 10% tip on.
Yeah, that's very different than going to someone's wallet, taking $100, and trying to take a credit card. You can't take someone's credit card.
Yeah, that's very illegal. I grabbed the money and wallet and waited until she came back and handed her stuff. Harry and I started arguing over it until our boss came over and asked what was the commotion. I told my boss what Harry did, and he said to come into his office. Harry was fired shortly after, and when my coworkers found out what happened, people started yelling at me. Some of the workers started defending me, so it was a rough night when I went home. Harry called me, calling me a loser and a snitch. Now I think I did the wrong thing.
No.
Am I the asshole?
No.
No.
Next.
No. You're not the
Absolutely
fucking asshole.
Not.
Oh. Edit. She left her wallet because I think she got sick from the food. Yeah, the place where I work has a history of giving people food poisoning.
Yeah, quit your job.
Get a new job. You're not the asshole and you deserve a better job.
Yes, 100%.
Now this one isn't an am I the asshole? It's a would I be the asshole?
Okay.
So would I be the asshole if I didn't invite my sister to my wedding? It does depend.
I mean, it's your wedding, so essentially, no, you can do what you want.
Yeah. If you don't want your sister there, she doesn't have to be there. My younger sister and my fiance got off on the wrong foot back when I was first dating her, and she first met my sister. During the pandemic, when everything was locked down, this included the hair salons. My fiance, then my girlfriend, has blonde hair, but it's not her natural color. Ever since my sister left the armed forces, she has had her hair all different colors, from natural ones to unnatural ones. She changes the colors herself instead of going to the salon. Since she is so experienced coloring and even cutting her own hair, my fiance asked me to introduce us so she could ask my sister to do her hair. My sister said no to doing her hair after the introduction, to my surprise. Her logic was that her own hair is light blonde, so it's easier to put colors in when all of those colors are darker, whereas my fiance has black hair and pretty much every color would mean using bleach. My sister also said if she messes up coloring or cutting her own hair, she can cut it more, but she's never done anyone else's hair besides her own, and she would be too afraid to mess up, especially because she has basically zero experience with bleach or coloring hair blonde. Fair.
100% fair.
I get why the sister would not want to do that, because when you're...
Same. I don't want that pressure.
When you're doing your own hair, it's like if you fuck up, it's your own hair. But if you fuck up somebody else's hair, that's terrifying.
Yeah, no.
Her refusal left a sour taste in my fiance's mouth.
Your fiance needs to get over it.
Yeah.
Do her own hair.
Yeah, your fiance needs to learn how to do her own hair then. The minimal time the salons were open between the various public health orders and closures here meant my fiance was constantly on a wait list. She even tried finding an appointment for a different salon than her regular one, but couldn't get one. It was well over a year and a half before she could get her hair back to the way she had it before. Her self-esteem took a big hit during the pandemic, and that my sister would not try to help her or even offer her tips on hair coloring hurt. I get why her self-esteem could have taken a hit, but she also needs to understand why the sister did not want to help, because I bet if the sister messed up her hair, that would make her self-esteem hurt a bit more.
Yeah, and if this lady's biggest issue in a pandemic is not being able to get her fucking hair done, I don't want to be friends with this lady, and I don't blame the sister at all. And your sister probably doesn't want to go to your wedding. I'm just gonna say it. She sounds kind of uppity.
Yeah, a little bit. I get it, because, when I get my hair cut, if they cut my hair shorter than what I want it to be, it takes a lot in me to not cry. And I have cried when I've gotten out to the car if it's been cut shorter than it is. So I do get that, but also at the same time, it's like you have to understand where the sister is coming from. Because...
Yeah, your sister's not a hairdresser. She doesn't she's not obligated just because you're dating some chick to
Yeah.
do her hair. Like, this is a non-issue.
And I think the sister made a good call in not wanting to do your fiance's hair, because if your fiance is that attached to her hair,
yeah, like, she's stressed during a pandemic about her hair. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to do that lady's hair.
I wouldn't want to mess it up either.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't want to take that risk.
Silly.
My sister saying no meant my fiance didn't really warm up to her, and now we're planning the wedding. She doesn't want my sister there because the bad feelings have never gone away. Oh
so
my
it's
God.
Okay, yeah, this
Get
is not,
over it.
This is not a good person.
Get over it.
I do not like this person.
I try not to get in the middle of things, but my fiance is adamant. My sister is either really good at hiding her own feelings or she is oblivious to how my fiance feels. Besides my sister, I only have 8 other relatives total, whereas my fiance has a giant family. Several other younger siblings and cousins that are all married with kids and a whole host of aunts and uncles. I don't know how it would look if my sister is absent, but I don't want my fiance to be miserable at our wedding. My mom and her husband say they would encourage me to invite her and to try to mend the rift and hard feelings, and I would look bad if she wasn't invited. They aren't paying for anything, so this is just their opinion, but I'm wondering how true it is. Thanks. Yeah, you would be the asshole. Invite your fucking sister to the wedding.
Yeah, I just don't marry that woman.
Yeah, and also break the engagement.
Your sister probably doesn't want to be invited because it seems like maybe your fiance is a little controlling and not very nice person. But
yeah.
Whatever.
Oh my goodness.
What is she doing?
It's Celeste.
Ellie, are you lost? She has been so clingy and lovey since we got back. I think she missed us.
That's sweet. Next. Am I the asshole for getting a bartender fired for not serving a pregnant woman?
Were you trying to get her alcohol? Because if so, then you are the asshole.
You might be the asshole.
Let's see.
Because I don't think bartenders should be giving pregnant women alcohol.
It's against the law, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
It's very illegal.
So.
Or it may not be illegal. I think they legally are required to put up signs that say consuming alcohol while pregnant can
But I think if they did, like, I think she could sue them.
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
yeah, you might be the asshole. Well, we're gonna see how this goes.
Was she just ordering a Sprite, or was she trying to get, like, a Long Island iced tea? I need to know the difference.
Yeah, so let's see. But I'm inclined to believe that you might be the asshole. I, 23 female, bartend on the weekends for some side cash. A few weeks ago, a woman came into our bar. She looked probably about 7 or 8 months. For context, I'm one of the head bartenders. I was minding my own business, training a new hire around 4 or 5 p.m. One of the other bartenders, Annie, 19 female, came up to me to talk about a ridiculous customer she had. That customer being the pregnant woman. She wanted a glass of red wine, and Annie refused to serve her and suggested we asked her to leave. I looked at her like she had 2 heads. Even if someone looks pregnant, you still have to serve them, or that can be a discrimination lawsuit waiting to happen. As much as I didn't like it, I got her the glass of wine and minded my 2 cents. I went back to training our new hire when Annie saw the woman with the glass of wine. She asked if we could talk in the back, and of course I obliged. She went on a rant about how I was a baby killer, I was a terrible person, etc. At this point, the other staff members saw this going on, and most minded their business, and a few of the girls told her to cut it out. I told her whether we like it or not, someone needed to serve the woman. I sure as hell wasn't putting my ass on the line for a lawsuit over a glass of wine. Plus, I didn't know the woman's medical history, and it sure as hell wasn't any of my business. I left it at that. Over the next 2 weeks, Annie went on a tirade about how I was a terrible person, was going to hell, was a baby killer, etc. Eventually, I got fed up and reported her to the GM. This situation, along with her frequent call-offs and bad attitude, got her fired. I feel bad, but I had a job to do, and I feel like her rants were unnecessary. Am I the asshole? No.
Because we don't know if she's actually pregnant, right? For one. Like, no one knew this lady.
Okay, yeah. So just because someone does look 7 or 8 months pregnant...
She might just be how she looks.
Yeah, so that title may not even be true. Like...
Yeah. Like, I thought, like, someone came with a pregnant woman and they were trying to order... Like, I didn't...
Yeah, so if no one, like... She may not even be pregnant. So,
yeah, and also, I you technically, I think, can have, like, a glass of red wine when you're pregnant, but a lot of people don't. But a lot of times it doesn't hurt, which it's up to the pregnant lady then at that point.
Yeah.
And also, if this is in America, I also don't think the 19-year-old can serve wine anyway. So why is she a bartender?
It's different depending state to state.
Oh, really?
So, like, in Kentucky, you have to be 20 in a day.
Okay.
So, I started bartending when I was the summer after I turned 20. Because you just have to be 20 in a day to be able to serve alcohol.
Fair enough.
You can't drink alcohol until you're 21, but you can serve it.
That I did not know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a state-to-state thing. No, I don't think you're the asshole.
Also, if she's going around calling you,
yeah,
Bible
it was
thumping at you, yeah.
Yeah, if she's calling you, like, a baby killer and a terrible person for weeks.
And you also still don't even know if that person was pregnant, like,
yeah.
Annie can...
Yeah, for 2 weeks she kept saying that shit to you. I would have also reported her.
I'd be done with her, too.
Yeah, so no, not the asshole. Congrats. Would I be the asshole for finally snapping at my roommates? Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely snapped at some roommates before. And I love them to death, but sometimes you just gotta snap.
This is going to be a long read. I apologize in advance.
Okay.
I, 20 female, live with 3 other people. Kylie, 20 female, Harley, 18 non-binary, and Shay, 21 female.
Oh, they're all young. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kylie and Harley are siblings. Kylie has been my best friend since we were 11. Shay is another close friend of mine. I love them all dearly. We all moved into a house a few months ago. However, Kylie and I were living together prior. Kylie and Harley have a childhood cat, Gray, who's 18 years old. Damn.
Oh, baby.
And quite frankly dying.
Oh. Well, it is 18 years old.
He's visibly ill, pees everywhere. Gray had lived in the same bedroom his whole life. Kylie chose to leave Gray at home when she and I moved out together, as he's too old to handle the stress of moving. That's a good call. She admitted he would die if he moved. Mm-hmm. Kylie ended up adopting another old cat when we got a place. We'll call him Bart. I love how we're giving the cat a fake name.
What happens to this cat? Why are you fake naming the cat?
Yeah, I love how all the cats and all the people have fake names. Everybody's got fake names. We knew he does not do well with other cats, and we later found out he has feline herpes, which is contagious to other cats. Fast forward, all 4 of us move in together to a nice house. I know the landlords personally. I really respect them and their house greatly. I explicitly established upon move-in that we were all to be respectful of their house. Harley then asked if they can bring Gray home. We all sat down and decided this was not a good idea, as Gray will not do well moving. He pees on everything. Our current cat cannot be housed with other cats and has a highly contagious disease.
Fair.
Yes, and especially with the poster and Kylie already having talked about that Gray would not survive the move, and they went ahead and got another cat.
Yes.
They were living together first, so... A month passes, and I get a text from Kylie saying, we brought home Gray. No prior discussion, no consideration of our previous conversation, no communication with the landlords or pet deposit, which jeopardizes all of us. Mm-hmm. The reasoning behind this would be that Gray is being neglected. When they moved out, they discussed going home to care for him, which never happened. If we all had a convo about this, we could have potentially arranged something. The lack of communication is upsetting to me. Kylie nor Harley have been home with Gray to check on him during this adjustment. Last I was aware, he didn't even have a water bowl here. Our cat has been anxiously pacing around their door. Kylie had the audacity to get mad at our cat for being mean to her baby. I politely sent out a group text expressing there needs to be a house meeting. I was upset how this was handled, etc. No one replied besides Shay, who was also upset about this. It's been over 10 hours since I sent the message. There's a lot of other issues I've had with Kylie and or Harley. Lack of general cleanliness, respect of house, bringing messy, disrespectful people around, not communicating, damage to the house, leaving things out for my dog to get into resulting in vet bills, etc. I repeatedly asked kindly and directly to fix these issues with minimal change. I'm frustrated, I communicate kindly, but I'm tired of being the mom to other adults and repeating myself. Would I be the asshole if I finally snapped at them after a month of politely addressing these things?
No.
No. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. They're the assholes.
Yeah, like, yeah. Yeah, especially in animals, like, you can't just You gotta take all the animals into consideration, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sad.
Like, especially after already talking about the fact that the cat Gray most likely wasn't going to survive the move.
And knowing that the new cat
That
doesn't get along with cats.
Yeah, and has a contagious disease to other cats.
You can't bring an elderly cat into a diseased cat house. That's just stupid.
Yeah, and especially if they don't even have, like, a water bowl and don't have, like, it set up in the house to take care of another cat.
Yeah, I'd be pissed. People.
Okay, this is the last Am I the Asshole? But then we have some Buzzfeed quizzes.
Okay.
So, am I the asshole for telling my friend's girlfriend that she did ruin the night when asked?
I mean, if she asked and if she did.
I mean, if she asked you if she ruined the night and she did ruin the night.
In fact, ruin the night.
I mean, you're just being honest at that point.
Yeah.
So I, 25 female, have a close friend group of 4, including me. 2 men and another girl. All of us are in committed relationships and live in the same city. This problem is about Axel, 25 male, and his girlfriend, Jess, 23 female. She lives 3 hours away because she's finishing college. We're friendly and everything, not super close, but chill. This happened last week, by the way. Axel recently won an award in his field, and we were pretty excited for him. His family already celebrated him, but Jess was unable to attend because she was getting settled in her new apartment. They rotate weekends to see each other, and so Jess was supposed to come that one, but she said she had so much homework and was unable to. So we, my friends and I, thought it was a good time to celebrate Axel alone. I'll admit we did do it because Jess wasn't coming. We rarely go out alone anymore because we're busy on weekdays, and then he's busy on weekends. We wanted to have something without our partners like the old times, so we went ahead and decorated one of the guys' apartments, bought food, drinks, and a cake. Axel thought it was a normal hangout, but was so happy and excited when he realized it was for him.
Cute.
We began early, like 7 p.m., because we all had to see our families next days. We weren't planning on getting drunk, but we had a couple drinks. That's how it always starts.
True.
That's how Brittany has bruises all over her.
True.
Around 8:30, Jess calls Axel and tells him she was able to come and she's at his apartment, but he's not there. He tells her she's with us at friend's apartment celebrating him, and we can hear her say, "Cool, I'm on my way," and then hangs up. We all get quiet because we all knew it was supposed to be a no partner thing, and we were only planning on staying around 9 to 9:30, and with Jess here, we would have to stay a little more so she wouldn't think we cut it short because of her. Nobody said anything to Axel, but he knew. When Jess arrived, we kept socializing, and the other girl did leave at 9:30 because she had to do baby night routine with her husband. I was at the kitchen washing some dishes when Jess comes up to me and jokingly says she feels she ruined the mood. And I don't say anything. 5 minutes later, she says, "Be honest. Did I ruin the mood?" And I just said, "Well, you kind of did. You're the only partner here, and we wanted to have some fun with him, but no biggie." She looks offended, like she hoped I'd say no. But anyway, we all leave, and Axel texted us the next morning that she went to stay with her parents because we made her feel unwelcome. My friend and I were talking about that today, and we were wondering if I did wrong for saying what I said. No.
I mean, she asked.
Yeah.
It was a no partner thing. And, I mean, if you were cutting it early for responsibilities, that's not about her. And if she takes it that way, that's on her, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean...
No, I don't think you're the asshole at all.
And also, she was younger than everyone else, right? By like a couple of years, so she probably would still get offended about shit like that when you're young. But, I mean, she'll understand one day, I guess. She'll get over it.
Granted, if you walked up to her and been like, "You ruined the night."
Yeah, no.
Like, but she was like, honestly, did I ruin the night?
She asked, and then she didn't get the answer she wanted, and so
that
she took it personally. But that's not how that works.
Yeah, that doesn't make you the asshole.
If you ask a question and the person is honest, you don't get to be mad that they answered in a way you don't agree with personally. Like, you brought it upon yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask the question.
That's how questions work.
Well, everyone else voted asshole. But I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, you're not the asshole. I know everyone else on the thread says you're the asshole, but you're not the asshole.
No, we're with ya.
So, those are our Am I the Asshole threads.
It was fun.
Now, we're going to move on to the Buzzfeed quiz.
Okay.
I'm going to make Brittany take some quizzes.
Oh, I haven't taken a Buzzfeed quiz in a minute, so.
Okay. So, I'm going to list 20 movies and tell me if you would consider it one of your favorite movies.
A favorite movie?
Just one of your favorites. Not like if it's your ultimate favorite. Just like if you were going down a list of all these movies that you would say like are your favorite movies.
Okay.
So the first movie, Her.
No.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Amelie?
Yeah. Amelie.
Amelie. Okay. Black Swan.
No, not a favorite.
Fight Club.
No.
Joker.
No.
500 Days of Summer.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Marriage
I'm
Story.
that girl. No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay.
I would like to.
Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Taxi Driver.
No.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
No.
A Clockwork Orange.
No.
Leon, the Professional.
No.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. No.
The Purge.
No.
That's a stupid one. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah.
American Psycho.
No, not a favorite.
The Godfather.
No.
Shiva Baby.
What?
Shiva Baby? Shiva Baby?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay. Midsummer.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does it say about me?
If 11 out of 20 of these movies are your all-time favorites, you're a walking red flag.
Ooh. I'm a walking red flag?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
You only checked 6 out of 20, but you did check more than 84% of the quiz takers. Phew, that was close. That was close. Be careful, because with a couple more checks, you're a walking red flag.
I liked a lot of them, but when you said favorite movie, I just said, like, if I would watch it again, went to my...
Yeah.
That's how I...
Well, it said, like, the quiz was, if 11 out of 20 of these movies are your all-time favorites, you're a walking red flag.
All-time favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was a stipulation. I was just like, if I'd watch them again, yeah. I have and I do watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World multiple times.
That is a good movie. Okay.
Donnie Darko also was a good movie. Fuck you, people.
I'm going to list foods. Say if you like them hot or cold.
Oh gosh, okay. Is there a both for anything? Or do I have to pick?
No, you have to pick.
Okay.
Okay. Chocolate.
I don't like chocolate. Cold, I guess? I don't fucking know.
Coffee.
Hot. I mean, I like it both.
Tea.
Hot.
Pizza.
Cold.
Fruit.
Cold.
Peanut butter.
Room temperature? Is that an option? I don't understand this category. Room temperature.
You have to pick one.
Prefer? Is it prefer or is it like? What was the question again?
Whether you like these foods hot or cold.
Temperature? I don't.
We'll go with prefer.
Room temperature. I don't know. What is hot peanut butter?
I don't know.
Cold, I guess. I don't know, Skylar.
Soda.
Cold.
French fries.
Hot.
Brownies.
Hot.
Caramel.
Hot?
Pop-Tarts.
Hot?
Well, with broccoli, you have cold or uno. I like cooked broccoli.
I do too. I mean, I like all broccoli. I guess cold, not uno.
Cake.
What's hot cake? I guess like a lava cake?
Yeah.
Cold, I guess? I don't like cake. I don't know.
Pickles.
Cold.
So, this quiz was, I know if you're over or under 30 years old based on whether you like these foods hot or cold.
Okay.
You are over 30.
Okay, I don't understand how you answer a lot of these. Also, I don't like chocolate or cake, so I didn't know how to answer those.
I just thought it was going to be funny.
I don't know what hot peanut butter or what cold peanut butter is.
Yeah, I don't either.
I didn't know how to answer some of these, I gotta be honest.
I didn't go through the quiz. I just, once again, based on titles.
Great. So you haven't actually taken any of these quizzes to compare our answers.
Nope.
Great. I guess I'll have to do this to you next time, also.
I just thought that one was funny because it was like, if you're under or over 30.
Those were weird questions. I don't understand them.
You just have to answer one simple question, and technically I could answer it for you. But pick your zodiac sign.
Virgo.
That is not correct.
Oh, right, Capricorn.
Also not correct. That's your boyfriend's.
Oh, yes, Scorpio.
Yes. Okay, so just answer one simple question, and we'll reveal your most toxic trait.
Well, that's a lot of them.
So you have trust issues.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. So what's yours?
Oh,
you can take that one quickly, easily.
Let me get it back up. I already exited out. Aquarius. You zone out in the middle of conversations.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
That happened while we recorded earlier.
Check us out.
So yes, that is very accurate. Okay, now these ones I'll tell you what they are. Which main character from an anime are you most like?
Okay.
Would you rather eat chocolate, chicken gongbao noodles with homemade gongbao sauce?
That's a lot to remember. Okay.
Katsudon, rice, ramen, curry,
Oh, these are so good.
teriyaki chicken burgers, kelp rice balls, apples, or meat?
Ramen.
Ramen. Okay. What's the best color?
Green.
Black, white. Okay, yeah. I'm still gonna try. Which skill would you want?
Okay.
Being extra stretchy. I thought this said sketchy when I first looked at it. Like, being extra sketchy.
Okay.
Strong punches.
Okay.
To use a big sword. Being the smartest. Being the strongest, which I think is just strong punches again.
Yeah.
Ninjutsu. Fire fist. Water style. Outsmarting people, which is just being the smartest once again.
Yeah.
And then double swords.
Double swords.
Double swords? Okay.
I do like a dual wield action.
What would you like your hair type to be?
Okay.
Flat and dark.
Okay.
Wavy and tan.
What is
is
tan
like-
hair? Okay. Anyway.
I don't know. This is why I love Buzzfeed quizzes. They don't make any fucking sense.
Are there pictures?
No.
Okay.
It's just teal words.
Okay.
Tussled and green.
Okay.
Spiked down and brown. Small spiked up in yellow.
I've forgotten everything. Okay.
Flat with a spiky bottom and back.
Okay.
Spiked up and green and black with green tips.
Okay.
Spiked up and black.
Okay.
Regularly spiked in orange. Or wavy and dark red.
Wavy and dark red, because that's the last one you said, and I have red hair.
Where would you rather live?
Oh god, okay.
A dorm.
Oh god, no.
Town.
Okay. I mean, I do technically live in town, so. Great. Love how this will tell me the anime character I am.
In a game.
I mean, okay.
Pirate ship.
Wonder what anime that's for.
Yeah, that's what I like in the hair one. I was sitting there picking it out. I was like, oh, that one means this anime character. Like,
Okay.
In a house.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Apartment. School.
No. Who lives at school? Okay, go on. I mean, like boarding schools, I guess, but god, no. I'm 30. I don't want to live at school.
An island.
Okay.
Always on the move. Or a village.
How is that different from town or a house? I don't understand.
You can also live in a house in a town.
I know! What was the third one?
In a game.
Give me that one, because at least it's fucking weird.
What's the best move?
Great. Can't wait to tell you.
I'm crying.
Hope you guys are enjoying this. We'll link all of the quizzes, don't worry, so you too can take them.
Gomu Gomu no cannonball.
Okay.
System control.
Okay.
Benkai. Water style first form.
Uh-huh.
Rock.
Okay.
Notebook. Is it? I wonder if that one's Kunikita.
Or, fucking light.
Oh, yeah. Smarts.
Okay.
Chakra.
Okay.
One for all. That's my hero. Or Ki. Ki.
Oh, I heard one and I was like, I'm just gonna pick this. I don't remember what it was anymore. What were the last four?
Smarts, chakra, one
Oh,
for
let me
all.
just do smarts. I'm just gonna go smarts.
Oh dear God.
What?
Best quote.
Okay.
I'd rather die with someone than let that person die before my eyes.
No. Okay.
Okay. Get ready for this one. I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am the protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth, ally to the good, nightmare to you. I'm a Saiyan sent from Earth to defeat you. The legendary warrior with a pure heart awakened by rage. Son Goku, the Super Saiyan.
Say that 3 times fast.
No, I am righteous. I'm the hero who's liberating people from fear. I'm the savior who's going to be like a god of this perfect new world. A hero's job is to risk his life to make his lip service a reality.
Okay.
If I become stronger, does that mean I'll become as cold-hearted as you are? He threw his life away, and for what? For you and your dream? If you want to get to know someone, find out what makes them angry. Go on living, no matter how many people you may lose, you have no choice but to go on living. If the world outside is void of hope, and if despair is contagious, then I'll have to infect everyone with my hope, living in despair. Never back down from your challenges. Just because it's not easy doesn't mean you should give up. I don't want to conquer anything, it's just that the person with the most freedom on the sea is the Pirate King.
Okay. What was the one about you have to go on living? I was gonna pick that one.
Okay. If you could change your eye color, what would it be?
Okay.
Blue, hazel, gray, brown, black, black with a light brown, bright brown.
Oh my god.
Dark red, green, anything dark or blackish.
Gray.
Okay. What's your personality?
I don't know. Okay.
That's what I love about these. It's like, what personality trait describes you? And it's like one word. And I'm like, people are complex.
It's like, well, now I need to find the quiz that tells me what's my personality word, and then I can come back to this quiz.
Stubborn, cheerful, energetic, overprotective, humble,
No.
gentle, rude, athletic, greedy, fearless.
The first one.
Okay.
Stubborn.
Stubborn.
Let's go with stubborn.
Okay. What's your favorite anime?
What are my choices?
Yeah, I'm like, your favorite's not on here.
Great.
My Hero Academia,
No.
Dragon Ball Z,
No.
Danganronpa,
I've seen it, at least.
Hunter x Hunter,
Oh, I've seen it.
Death Note,
No.
Naruto,
No.
Sword Art Online,
I've seen it.
Demon Slayer,
Okay.
One Piece,
No.
or Bleach.
No. No!
Like, yours isn't on here.
Not even any that I really like that much. Hunter x Hunter, Demon Slayer, Sword Art. What was the other one I've seen?
Danganronpa.
I'll go with Demon Slayer.
Okay. You're Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
I wonder how that found out. Wow, it's like none of the other questions mattered.
You're someone who never gives up and are overprotective of your siblings.
I didn't pick overprotective. I picked stubborn.
People know they can always turn to you for help.
No, don't come to me. Great quiz, BuzzFeed. You made Skylar cry, so it's fine.
Spend a day as a cat and we'll reveal which iconic cat would be your sidekick.
Yes, okay.
Ah, it's a bright new morning. What will you do first?
Okay.
Groom yourself. Go for a brisk walk. Make sure there are no mice around. Snuggle with my owner. Go play with some other animals. Hunt down one of those obnoxious birds. Lie around and wait for breakfast. Explore my surroundings and plan out my day.
I would snuggle. I'm not a morning person.
What do you want to eat for breakfast?
Okay.
I'll eat anything I can catch. Chew on shiny things.
Am I a crow or a cat? Okay.
Human food like eggs. Anything set in front of you, preferably treats. Something yummy like chicken. Only the finest, most expensive cat food. Just cat food is fine. Mice.
If I'm a cat, just cat food is fine.
Okay.
I mean,
Not even the finest, most expensive cat
I mean,
food?
I don't give my cats that, so just cat food is fine.
Your owner has gone to work. What will you do while they're away?
Okay.
Take a nap. Make sure no mice have gotten in. Play with your toys. Examine their belongings.
I'm nosy.
Do something nice for them. Watch the front door to make sure no one comes in. Escape out the window to spend some time outside. Admire my gorgeous fur and find something pretty to wear.
I might snoop.
Snoop.
Yeah.
You're bored and have nothing to do. Pick a houseplant to eat.
Oh.
You do have picture options this time.
Oh, okay.
Good pick. Pick the hanging plant.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be fun. Also, my cats love it, so.
Your owner comes home early. How do you greet them? Say hello.
Hello.
Glare at them for leaving.
I get that a lot.
Run over to the front door, but act casual like you didn't notice them. Don't move. There's no need to make a fool of yourself. Bring a toy over so they can play with you. Purr and jump into their arms. Go into the kitchen and start meowing. Don't they know you haven't eaten in forever? Rub up against their legs.
I would run over and then play it cool.
Your owner lets you go outside. What do you investigate?
Okay.
The bratty neighborhood kids. The nearby creatures. A beautiful clear pond. A hole under the garden fence. The balcony overlooking the city. A huge tree great for climbing. The cloud shapes. The door back inside. Why would you want to be outside?
The pond.
Which of these creatures are you most interested in? The geese. Another cat. A mouse. A squirrel. A bat. A dog. The passing people. Or a bug.
Another cat.
You see your owner coming at you with a brush. It's time to be groomed. How do you react? Begrudgingly allow it? I'm thrilled. It's been so long since the last time I got my coat groomed. Start biting the bristles of the brush.
Mochi.
Hide under the couch and hiss. Find a clever way out of it. Sit patiently until they're done. Let them brush me for a little while before I get bored and get them to play with me instead. Stretch out so they can get my belly too.
Was it the second one that was like into it?
I'm thrilled. It's been so long since.
Yes, I love when people play with my hair. So yes.
Your owner has a surprise for you. What is it? Catnip. A live mouse to chase, or at least a toy mouse. An empty box to explore. A high-up perch to watch everything. A new scratching post. A ball of yarn. A pretty bow. A shiny new collar.
Drugs.
Drugs. It's like the gummy night all over again.
Drugs.
It's finally time for bed. Where do you curl up for the night? On a fancy cat bed. With your owner. By the fire. The sink. On the couch. By the window in the moonlight. With a stuffed animal or a shelf above your owner's bed.
I'm disappointed owner's face is not an option. Or to make in the spot to make them the most uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go whatever the moonlight one was.
Okay. Your cat sidekick would be Goose from Captain Marvel.
I've never seen Captain Marvel. I'm very behind on the Marvel movies.
Although he's technically not a cat, he's got the best qualities of one. He loves the cuddle and is extremely cute. Goose is very loyal and up for any adventure, so he makes the perfect sidekick for someone who is always exploring and taking on challenges. None of your answers
I was going to say,
said
where
that
did
you
this
were
come
up for
from?
Yeah, said that you were up for exploring or for taking on adventures.
I just want to go through people's shit and do drugs. Like, where did we get lost in translation, Buzzfeed?
He'll fight by your side no matter what, and in a pinch might even eat your attacker.
I didn't ask for this. This is not the cat sidekick for me, I don't think. And also, I don't like that name.
Yeah, that's a stupid-ass name for a cat.
I wanted, like, Thomas O'Malley, the alley cat. I'd fuck with him. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
I was thinking
Duchess? I'd fuck with Duchess.
I was thinking you were going to get, like, the cat from, like, Kiki's Delivery Service or something.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how we got here. Was that our quizzes?
How is it?
That's fun.
Yeah, I fucking love BuzzFeed quizzes because they're so atrocious.
Unhinged.
They're unhinged. They don't make any sense.
Like,
They're all over the fucking place.
imagine getting paid for nothing. That's your job.
We should do more of these because I have not laughed so hard that I've cried in so long.
Yeah, well,
That was good.
yeah, next time I'll have to find quizzes for you to do.
Yeah, I died. That was so funny.
That was fun. But it has been almost 2 hours, our longest episode in a while.
Yeah, typically we've been going pretty fast.
So, I hope you liked internet.
Yeah, let us know if you did, if it was fun. Definitely, this is one where hitting us up on our email or DMing us would be good. You can submit stuff for us to do, whether it's quizzes or whether it's an Am I the Asshole post that you saw that you want us to react to, or if there's something that's not either one of those, if there's just something internet-y happening and you want us to react to it, we can. I do have some ideas about like something I want to talk to Brittany about, see if it's a possibility. We'll discuss that after. And
Intrigue.
Intrigued. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up.
They're already up.
So yeah, this would definitely be a good one to like submit your suggestions.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should spin.
Yes, and I'll get the drink wheel ready. Oh, yeah, we do this first.
Every time.
I know. Nice. Okay. So we got movies.
Yes.
So we will pick a movie and figure out what we're watching, and we'll hit you the next week with a movie. I think it's my pick.
What are we drinking?
A drink we like.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So yes, Skylar gets to pick the movie this time.
And I get to pick a drink I like. Decisions all around, once again.
You know you love it. Take us out.
Yes, so if you would like to find us as a collective, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Sip in Spin Pod. What are you waving at?
Mochi's just evil eyeing me.
Oh, I was like, what's over there? Where is she? Oh, she's in the chair.
In the chair. I'm just, the guy in the corner over there. You see him?
Like, what's happening? Like, I was like trying to figure out like if Richard walked by, like you could see his reflection somehow. I was like, what's happening?
Just waving at Dazai over there on my monitor.
Yeah, as you should. Anyways, yes, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at Sip and Spin Pod, or email us at sipandspinpod@gmail.com. If you would like to find Brittany, her social media is Whimsy Dream or Whimsy Dreams. And my social media is all Gleam, YKS, but as always, all 3 link trees will be down in the description below.
Yes, and we will link the quizzes too, if anyone else wants to take the quiz.
Yeah.
So, because, that's vital information you need to know about yourself.
Yeah, if you want to go through what we did, we'll have it for you.
But we thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll sip with you with a movie next week. I don't know.
Why'd you do that?
I couldn't think of anything else to say.
Bye.
Bye.